Good morning, my friends. Wherever this message finds you today, I'm truly grateful, honored in fact, that you've chosen to spend the next few moments with me. Whether this is your very first Sunday with us, or we've been walking this journey together for a while, thank you for being here. Every Sunday, my hope is simply this: that together we take a pause, step back from the noise of the week, and become just a little more aware, and perhaps discover one small truth that quietly changes the way we experience life. And this morning, I'd like to share something I've been reflecting upon this week: the art of attention. I've always been fascinated by artists and gardeners, perhaps because both begin with something that cannot yet be seen. An artist sees the finished painting long before the first brush ever touches the canvas. And a gardener imagines flowers while holding nothing more than a handful of seeds. I often experience the creative presence, the creative essence of life in much the same way. Not only as light, but as living color, moving, expanding, evolving, all the possibility, quietly waiting to become visible across the landscape and upon the canvas of life. It reminds me that every one of us is creating, whether consciously or unconsciously. We're all painting upon the canvas of life. And every artist will tell you a masterpiece is not created with one single stroke of the brush. It comes to life through thousands of small, intricate, intentional movements. Every brushstroke matters. Every color contributes. Every choice shapes the whole of that piece. Our lives unfold in exactly the same way. Every thought we continue entertaining, every feeling we continue nurturing, every belief that we continue embracing adds another color, another layer and texture to the life we are creating. I believe almost everything begins here. Not with belief, not even with thought, but with attention and awareness. I often say there are superpowers. Because a thought only gains influence when it continually receives our attention. And a belief is simply a thought that has received our attention so consistently and been embraced with such feeling that it quietly takes root within the in mind. This week, I was reminded of something very practical. I found myself asking, if I invest my attention here in this situation or circumstance that was unfolding, what grows? Will this conversation create greater clarity, greater understanding, greater compassion? And if so, perhaps it's worth giving my attention. Or will it simply become another argument, another day spent defending myself, another opportunity to drift away from peace? Every investment of attention is another brushstroke. Every brushstroke adds another color. The question isn't whether we're painting. We're always painting something. The question is, what colors are we choosing? Are we continuing yesterday's familiar shades of fear, resentment, discouragement, limitation? Or are we ready to paint with the vibrant, brighter colors of peace, joy, a greater wonderment of life, gratitude, compassion, purpose, and love? Love. The beautiful news is we don't have to force the mind into silence. We simply become aware. Because the moment awareness notices, choice returns. Take another gentle breath in, will you? And another. And notice where your attention has been resting. And not with judgment. Be kind, loving yourself. The key is, if thought has not been where we've desired it to be, we can lovingly choose again and redirect our attention toward something more beautiful, more life-giving, more aligned with the life your heart longs to experience. You see, attention is the artist's brush. Awareness is the hand that gently holds it. And the yin mind faithfully receives each impression. And the creative medium brings that inner vision into expression as the outer field of our life, that greater canvas. So perhaps this week we don't ask, what am I thinking? Instead, pause, smile at yourself, and gently ask, where is my attention resting? Because wherever attention rests, life quietly begins to grow. Every moment of awareness is another brushstroke. Every brushstroke is another opportunity to create something beautiful. Take another slow, gentle breath. And just allow yourself to feel into the quiet, perfect presence that has been here all along. The one life expressing through every living thing. The creative essence, moving as light, as love, as beauty, as the very life expressing in, through, and as you. In this presence of awareness, today I choose where my attention rests. And I gently release the colors of fear, worry, and limitation. And I become and I welcome the vibrant colors of peace, joy, wisdom, compassion, purpose, love, gratitude. And claiming with every loving thought, every kind word, every grateful heart, I add another beautiful brushstroke upon the canvas of life. And I trust the creative medium to faithfully express this vision I am lovingly cultivating within. And in pure gratitude. And I am blessed. I am blessed. And I simply move into allowing life to continue revealing its masterpiece before me. And the beauty of that thought in these words is saying, so it is. And so it is. And so it is. Friends, until we share our time together again, may today become another beautiful brushstroke upon the canvas